This video is brought to you by the lovely sponsors below. Thank you so much for your support.
I thank you all for coming. As I am sure you already know, a handful of Chaldea's staff has survived by entering the imaginary number space for the past 3 months. They are all soon to emerge in Russia.
Well now, it looks like Mr. Zemluthas is the first line of defense then. Lucky you. Aw, what's wrong? You feeling nervous, sugar?
Be silent. What business do you have here, Koyanaskya?
Worry not. I was the one who consulted her. Koyanaskya, if you please.
Very well. Chaldea is indeed devastated, but it is safe to assume that the majority of the gurus have managed to survive, mainly the former director of Chaldea, Musaki Hajime. Taking over the position Miss Olga Maria Muthsphere so graciously gave away in the unfortunate event of her death, this seemingly ordinary master has succeeded in the purpose in which you, the aforementioned 18, could not.
Are you here to inform us or to mock us?
Just hearing your voice is grating enough, so I would appreciate it if you would hurry and get to the point.
Oh my, so hostile! Anyways, it seems by some insane dumb luck he has prevented the incineration of humanity and the spreading influence of Gaetia's surviving demon pillars. All the credit is not his alone, of course. The secret of his success is his own circle of masters, who were either saved, salvaged, or adopted. One of which is Nina, an average magus at best. Cheery little thing, but her connection to the heroic servants Edmund Dantes and Brynhilda are rather formidable. I thoroughly enjoyed our little girl talk.
Their servants were returned to their St. Grass when you arrived. How much of a threat can they be?
Unless they managed to find a way to bring them along in, say, cold storage?
Exactly! That tricky caster servant Leonardo da Vinci managed to develop a means of storing the recorded saint graph of each and every servant they have summoned.
So they won't be fully defenseless. Good to know. That would have been boring otherwise.
All the more reason to be careful.
NelCelestine, Atlas Alchemist, last of a kind. Not a team player, but very knowledgeable. Had to use normal restraints because she kept breaking our bounded feels and moments. Oh, I saw that little twinkle in your eyes. Something you want to tell the class, Miss Akuta?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Wasn't there something about a robot with them? Or did you mean that figuratively?
Quite literally. An anti-servant suppression weapon. Designation, Pasokon. Though designed in a collaborative effort to combat servants, she instead preferred to summon a servant of her own, as if she were a real master. Talk about a case of Pinocchio syndrome.
Oh, what a riot. This team is more colorful than ours.
If we could please continue.
Relax, sweetie. I was just getting to that. Cyrus Cyron, occult researcher and previous head of communications. A very angry, stubborn piece of work. No matter how much we questioned to zap him, he just kept throwing insults and vague info. The bigger mystery is what he was known as before, as Sippy. Total personality shift. Hard to believe he's the same person. Knows a little Eldritch magic, but nothing a gag won't solve.
What kind of a name is Sippy?
A nom de plume, perhaps?
You're one to talk. Scandinavia pepperoncino.
I don't have a short fuse, but I'd prefer if you didn't shame others for their preferences and titles, Beryl. That is our business.
Chloe Mathieson, hired as an intern for the medical team in Chaldea, said to have been trained by Dr. Romani Ackerman himself. Her skills in healing are unparalleled indeed. But poor thing, so much riding on her shoulders. It'd be a treat to watch her break under the pressure. Ryusuke Nakatsuru, engineer, notable for his tireless efforts to keep Chaldea from imploding on itself.
Given how ridiculously rambunctious this team is, it's a miracle they haven't already.
You must admire his dedication, though. Not many would stay for that long.
A shame Kiri didn't finish him when he had the chance. Though with Da Vinci gone, how will he move on?
So he looks up to her.
And of course, someone you know very well, Mashu Kairilight.
So, even she survived.
I wouldn't worry too much though. She's lost the connection with the heroic spirit she bonded with. She's no more threatening than a lowly human.
Despite that, she is still the demi-servant who fought against the incineration of humanity. A downgrade in her abilities is no excuse to underestimate her. That said, she must be eliminated on sight.
You're the boss. If I happen to see her, I'll happily mail you her head in a box. Shipping fees applied, of course.
Enough!
Oh, did I strike a nerve?
Is there something you wish to share regarding our decision, Ophelia?
No, Lord Krishtaria. Forgive me.
I believe there was one more whom we have not yet discussed. Someone you were very adamant in finding more about. Am I correct, Koyanaskya?
Oh, yes. The Phantom Trailblazer.
Ooh, another nom de plume.
Actually, it's more than just a title. Though he was not present during our time interrogating the staff, his reputation precedes him. As a master hacker, infamous troublemaker, and a traveler of time and space, we believe that's how he disappeared without a trace while we were occupying Chaldea.
Time and space? Without a ray shift? Is that even possible?
Only with a strict select few I know, but he is not one of them. Curious. Could he have foreseen this, and thus abandoned them?
I'd personally love to find that out myself, because I suspect when the entire system went haywire and the gurus broke out, that was his handiwork. But whatever the case may be, he is extremely dangerous and should not be underestimated.
Very well. I will leave it to you then, Koyanaskya.
Why, thank you.
Kadoc, as Crypter of the Russian Lost Belt, you and the Serena are entrusted with engaging them in battle and eliminating them.
I understand. We'll do what we can.
For the rest of you, we now know who we are up against. Don't underestimate them even for a second. The remnants of pan-human history must be erased. Dismissed.